Chat, lock in, okay?
What if I told you I went through the worst job experience I have ever had in my entire life? I not only had to deal with customers so bad that I nearly wanted to rip out all my hair, but hated working there so much that I nearly shut down the whole store and then ruined the entire company's franchise.
Just like how I'm going to ruin you if you don't subscribe right now.
But before I decided to get this job, I needed to think of all the ways I could have made money. So there's obviously robbing. Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. I was about to say that.
Stealing. It's very different. Obviously, scam old ladies.
Nice. Okay. Mimi loves that one.
There was even an option of murder. Long story. That's another day. I decided that I wanted to be a responsible young adult and get the J-O. Yeah.
Why would you say that?
All I'm saying is people say that we used to go to war and have real jobs, but I don't want a job. I don't want to go to war. I like Clash Royale.
But you're not very good at it, are you? Ooh.
Okay, let me tell my story now. So my school actually had a thing called the Summer Youth Employment Program.
Is that basically like internship experience?
You're homeschooled, you can't talk. They just put me in a random location that offered their services to give kids jobs, but they don't pay the kids. So say for example, if I worked at McDonald's wouldn't pay me, my school would pay me. So I was basically on government benefits. Keep in mind, I got paid $3 grand for the summer. $1,000 a month.
What? Wow. Okay. Get in the Lambo. $3 grand.
Don't even get me started, okay? This job was the thing that would start my YouTube career. We had a few options of what jobs I wanted. Some of them are pretty competitive. So there was things like supermarkets, working at a movie theater, and other simple jobs like that. At the time though, the strategy was to work with your friends so you could just hang out with them for the entire summer, right? So you would go to work, hang out with your friends, go home. That's basically how the thought process was. So we had a council. Imagine Solo Leveling. You remember when they're all in that room and all those statues are standing in front of this little tiny table? Imagine all those statues were me and my friend, one of which was Fat Meme God. He was taking up all the space, but me and my friends were trying to decide what are the best jobs that we can have, no matter what, will be guaranteed to work in the same spot. So the easiest job that they had that we found was Walgreens. It's like a drugstore. Walgreens, you can buy cough syrup, chips, and diapers for your grandfather or some things like that. Unfortunately though, the only people that got the job at Walgreens was me, Fat Meme God.
Why did they pick you two out of everyone?
Keep in mind, by the way, this was me and 20 people trying to get the same jobs with each other. And me and one other guy in a different high school got the same job.
It is Meme God.
Bro, no way you're working with Meme God.
For the people that don't know who Fat Meme God is, he's this blue Indian doctor who has no real medical anything background, okay? Smelliest person in the world, putting that out there. But he is also the person that I've known for legit half my life, so it wasn't that bad. As you can imagine, first day at the job, insanely awkward. So it's me and Meme God with 20 people we've never met in our lives.
There's 20 high schoolers in this one Walgreens?
This is the floor of the Walgreens. It's pretty spacious, it's pretty big. Now, on our first day, we had to go into the manager's office, which was this big. It was that big.
I just said the same image.
The door was open and people were outside of the door. 20 kids trying to be in this one room, hearing the quietest guy that they've ever heard. And they're it's so tight to the point where all the kids are also lined out outside of the room as well. It literally could not fit in. So the manager there, let's just call him Jerry. He was one of the most awkward people as well. So his voice did not project, and there was a lot of problems with him. He could not handle 20 kids.
So was his voice so, you guys gotta go to...
Yes.
ITBH, I need you to restock the shelves.
Exactly. So just imagine, so this is the manager that we all met. He only got weirder, but the one thing that he said in the first day was the list of tasks that we had to do. He taught us how to stock the shelves. He taught us where the mop is. He told us how to help the customers. He told us to hit subscribe. He told us where the cash register, and he specifically said, do not touch the cash register.
He probably doesn't trust all the 20 kids.
That was the most angry that he was the entire job, by the way. Things seemed pretty simple, but they were gonna get wrong very, very fast.
I wonder why little TBH and little Meme got together.
Oh, God.
But the interesting thing is half of the people quit that same day. Now we started talking to the workers and stuff like that, and we started like getting cool with them. We started to understand like how their dynamic works, right? And we learned very quickly of why the register rule was a thing. Apparently, we were like talking to the actual employees and the staff, and we were asking questions like, oh, like, how's your guys' day? How's the weather going? But then we're also just like, what's up with the cash register? Like, why is that like such a big deal? Because me, in my head, I'm like, dude, I want to play with the cash register so bad now. I need to
Dude,
touch
I
it.
know what you mean, bro. It's like you want to do like the ding, you know?
Literally, that's it. I just want to hear the buttons click and I want to hear the bing. That's it, right? And now that I know I can't touch it, I need to touch it, right? And they were like, oh, it's because we robbed the place.
We?
First impression. First impressions, okay?
Who's
now,
we? Wait, who robbed
the
it?
context here is that they were saying that one day, you know, the power went out and, you know,
Got a little bored.
nothing was working at work anymore. The cash registers, the doors, because everything's electronic, right? So they're like, guys, there's alcohol in this place. Let's steal it. And then let's take the cash register and take all the money.
Oh, this is the first day?
First day, these are my coworkers.
They do realize that they signed up with their name and their information, so they know exactly who steals it if they did something.
These aren't high school employees. These are the actual workers of Walgreens.
What?
These are the legit workers at Walgreens telling us that they robbed the store.
What
Power outage.
the actual flip is going on?
And now I'm thinking, is this job gonna be easy or not? Like, am I gonna die here?
But they seem chill about it. They're like, hey, you know, we just robbed it. It's light work. So how are they still working here? I'm so confused.
Because they all put it on this one person that does not work anymore. After that, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna be the bigger man here. I'm gonna use this job to build some real experience so I can become a beautiful person in the workforce. Maybe a lawyer.
You actually thought that?
Yeah, I actually did. This is how I did it every day. I came on time. Every time I was told to do something, I did it. The shelves weren't stocked. I didn't need to be told. I stocked them myself. Okay, I was making this ship as smooth as possible. As I worked on more and more and more, I'm like, yep, this is the next 10 years of my life. I'm going to die. I hate this. I hate this. I hate. So I started to become a little lazy.
Wait, what? I thought you were locked in.
No, I was locked in for like a week, dog. That job sucked. I hated it. I hate real work. I hated dealing with customers. Customers are some of the most annoying people in the world. There's people that would legit come to the job and be like, sir, my coupon doesn't work. And I'm like, oh, let me help you with that. Oh, it's actually expired. They're like, no, you sent it to us. Redeem it. And I'm like, I will not redeem it. It's not redeemable. And they were like, no, that was like the bottom line. Some of these customers are like the most complaining people of all time.
T-Branch, can help me find the chip? Where's the candy aisle?
Meanwhile, while it's in their hands, while they're actually in the aisle, it was the most... You could just imagine the mental toll on your brain of like just not wanting to be there every single day, right? And to top it off, my silly, stupid manager, he was the definition of cardboard. He literally carried a cinnamon raisin bagel, half eaten, in a Ziploc bag in his pocket at all times. I've never seen him eat from this bagel.
It's part of his character, TBH. Come on.
And dealing with that, dealing with the people, dealing with the customers, dealing with the bathroom. I've never cleaned the bath. Dealing with the stench that Meme God is building up in the corner.
It's just too much.
Too much for me to handle. My breaking point was that my manager was like, hey, you're not doing anything today, are you? And I'm like, no, there's not really much work to do. And he's like, okay.
Uh-oh. You should have said that.
The problem is I'm too honest. So I just told him straight up. And then he was like, okay, here's a broom. Go sweep the parking lot.
What?
Who's sweeping a parking? It's an outdoor parking lot. It's gonna get dirty. It was please subscribe so I don't have to go back in there.
He just wants you to do something, bro.
He literally wants me to do something. And I had that look. It's like, bro, you're not even paying me. Like, you don't even need me to be busy for real. Can we just not? And the problem is just in the stupid voice that, hey, can you just go sweep the parking lot? Shut up! That was my tipping point. I literally just stood in the parking lot.
You just stood there?
I stood there with the broom for like 3 hours and then I walked back inside.
3 hours?
Yes, because then it started to rain. I was like, what do you want me to sweep now? Everything's sticking to the floor. At this point, I'm just like, I don't care about this job. This is the worst thing in my experience. Like, because of this, I never wanted to work a job in my life. But thankfully, the next day was about to get a little crazy.
What?
I'm still innocent. I'm still a little confused little boy. My mommy drove me to work.
Aww.
Because I didn't want to take the public transit. It was too far. And I noticed that the manager didn't show up to open the building. I'm like, oh, well, that's strange.
Day off! Woo! right?
No, there's no day offs. He was just like, "Ooh, guys, I'm running a little late. Sorry." 2 hours went by. And then at some point, I noticed that one of my other coworkers was in the parking lot waiting too. Or I'm just going to call them Andre and Tyrone. So I tell Mommy, it's okay. You can leave now. It's fine. I'll just wait with them. They're my fellow coworkers. Not a big deal. My mom's like, I bet. I go in their car and I'm chilling with them. One of them is one of the high school students. One of them is an actual worker there.
So one of the bad workers?
I think they're all pretty much bad workers.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are good workers. Another hour goes by. So now it's 3 hours. And all of a sudden, there's a riot.
What? Outside the Walgreens?
Yeah, of coworkers. Like, because this is the thing, right? Us, we get paid no matter what. Nothing changes. As long as we're there from 9 to 5 or like equivalent hours, we are getting the same pay every day. These people, because the manager didn't open the door, they're actually losing money. It might not be a lot of money, but money is money. So they are legit rioting.
I'd be livid, bro. I'm out there
dude.
like for 4 hours doing nothing.
Especially since I'm waiting. Like, dude, I should be being paid to be standing out here.
So when Tyrone was getting really angry, Andre is a very big instigator. Every time Tyrone said anything, he would add on to it. He would add on lies because he didn't know anything, but he would just want to make it as big of a deal as possible. So it wasn't really personal for him because, again, we were getting paid. Not a big deal. Tyrone, on the other hand, this was personal. He was a much older guy. He was like around 50. He was working 2 jobs.
Oh my God. You're in a 50-year-old's car?
Yeah.
And you're like 14.
It was cool.
What are you doing working at a Walgreens?
So the way he described his life to me is he was basically like a gang member who wanted to change his life around, right? Because ever since his daughter got born, he wanted to be a good person.
That's respectable.
Very respectable, reformed man who wants to be on the straight and narrow. So you got 2 jobs, one at Walgreens, one at, I think like he's like a waiter or something like that. But he's really trying.
He's grinded. He's locked in.
What he didn't mention was that during this path of the straight and narrow, he had cheated with his boss's wife.
Oh, even more drama.
From Walgreens?
That only happens in the movies.
Yeah, so my manager, his wife slept with Tyrone.
So bro stole $15,000 from the guy and slept with his wife. Does it get boss know?
I have no idea. To this day, I still don't know. He was folding under the pressure of the fact that we're 3 hours late. He is cursing out the manager like no tomorrow. He is saying,
Do your wife again!
dude, he was saying the most heinous things about him and his character. And then out of nowhere, he's like, that's why I slept with your wife. I'm locked in. This is so messy. I'm so locked in at this point. Now,
14-year-old self just looking there, just smiling, just having a good old time. Like the SpongeBob meme.
yes, literally me in the back of the car. I'm just like, Meme God is literally in his own world at this point. He is just coming in when he comes in. He's working on the weeks with me, but like sometimes we get different hours. So I didn't always see him. But me, I'm in the back of Tyrone's car and he's rioting. Everyone's just yelling and I'm like this. I'm like, okay, this is getting serious. Locked in. He is saying everything imaginable about anybody that you screwed over. How he stole the money, how he drank all the drinks at this Walgreens, how he slept with his wife, how his wife calls him daddy, how he met his daughter.
He met his daughter?
Dude, because his wife has children. You're not gonna leave. Like, he would go to his manager's house and be with his wife, by the way.
I think the robbing wasn't that bad at this point. Let's go back to that.
I wish I could go back to the robbing, okay? This is week 2! At this point, I'm hearing everything. Eventually, the manager comes 4 hours late. That is literally basically half the work shift.
What's his excuse?
I forgot my bagel at home.
Okay, that's understandable. He can't go anywhere without his bagel.
So this is one of the dumbest reasonings I've ever heard in my life. And all I see is Tyrone, his little dreads spiked up like he's about to go Super Saiyan. He wants to punch the boss so hard.
It's like King Von. It's like the King Von dreads.
Yes, dude. He literally wants to fight the boss so badly, he lets it be.
I'm a reformed man.
I am a reformed man. I will not stoop this low. I will see your wife later, though, pretty much is what he said. Everyone's a little tense. Everyone's a little angry. We got robbed again. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Yes, we got robbed again, dude. It was I'm done, okay? You see all this stuff happening and you wonder, is it even worth it? Is there a point in working here, actually trying, actually giving an effort? Do you know what I do? I decide, you know what? They're not paying me. I'm just going to sit in the corner and wait like this is jail and pretend like just let the time fly and I'll get my money money and I'll dip.
Get your bag up, King.
So now I'm no longer stocking shelves. I'm no longer helping the customers.
So you're a bad worker. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm sitting there doing literally nothing.
Wow.
And I'll occasionally take a video if we're getting robbed. Eventually, I actually figured out that there's a blind spot in our cameras in the Walgreens that right next to the, you know how you can do your passport photos over there?
Yeah.
Right where that you take the passport photos, there's no camera. So I sat there from 9 to 5 for 4 days straight, doing nothing. I got 7,000 trophies on Clash Royale.
He was on the grind.
I was on the grind. There's clearly more important things at bay, right?
That's true. Nothing's more important than Clash.
So in 4 days, nothing happens. Okay, I'm good. Scot-free. I could get away with this. So I decided, let me be a little more bold.
Wait, you're gonna start robbing the place.
Wait, hang on a second, TVA. Don't go down that road.
Are you admitting a crime right now?
Start taking a bunch of snacks and don't pay for them.
I wonder why, bro.
A whole box of snacks.
Started taking chips. I started eating on the job, not on my expense, on Walgreens' expense.
So wait, let me get this straight. You started stealing the food and started eating it.
Everyone else was doing it. Why can't I?
Oh, so it's good then. It's fine.
Thank you. Right. So I start taking just an M&M every so often. Then a rotisserie chicken.
A rotisserie chicken.
Rotisserie chicken!
I basically treated it as if it was my own house.
Dude, you're living the dream right now.
Living the dream job.
You can just chill all day. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and it got to the point where the other high schoolers were doing it with me. Now I'm just like, oh, the food kind of mid. So I was like, I needed stuff for the house anyway. Toilet paper, paper towel, anything I could get my hands on. I would walk in with a book bag empty. I would walk out.
Did they not know, bro? Did they not like?
The manager didn't know because I was always in the blind spot. He always thought I was helping a customer. Really, I was supplying me and my coworkers with some goodie bags. Things were flying off the shelves into my book bag. Okay. And this is the best part. I had the codes to the place. I had the stock room. I had everything at my disposal.
It's all in the palm of your hand.
I would go into the stock room. I made a throne out of Gatorade, like 24 packs, right?
Oh my God, he's the Game of Thrones of Gatorade.
Wait, so did people ever come up to you like, I need help looking for something?
And you're like, I don't work here. And then you started putting things in your bag.
Actually, though, I would just tell them, I don't work here because they had a Walgreens polo, but they just told us to wear a blue polo so it looked like we worked with them, right? I would take off my name tag, I'll chill with the workers, and I would be like, I don't work here. Go ask that guy over there. He actually works here. And then I would take some more food and just go on about my day. First week, I was really trying. Second week was my cutting point. Now the third week. At some point, taking things from a store, it's fun, it's exciting.
You just got too much free stuff at this point.
Too easy. You need a little challenge.
Is it even worth it? This was my big plan. I was like, you know what? They don't even notice that I'm going to work. They don't even see all the progress that I'm making.
My God, TVA.
I'm getting paid 9 to 5, but I don't do anything and no one is putting me accountable. What if I show up in the last 10 minutes of work and say I work the full 9 to 5?
See, this is the downfall of men, okay? Men get too greedy. You had it good. You already were getting free food, free stuff, and getting paid, but you just had to push it that extra step.
That's the thing, right? When at least if you're stealing from the store and you're there and you see the manager, you know to lock in. When you're not there,
Can't lock in.
exactly. Do you see where this is going?
Mm-hmm.
So for 4 or 5 days, which is basically the whole work week, I was showing up for a total an hour of the week. That's it. That is
Hard
it.
working man.
That is it. And you're getting paid for the 5 hours?
That's what I'm saying. That was my logic too. If you're not paying me, you don't care. So I would walk in the store, grab an M&M, leave with my sign-in sheet, and I would be chilling.
Okay, I'm starting to see the fakeness in the story. You said grab 8 M&M.
More like the whole store.
All right, so I grab my M&M, put the sign-in sheet. Next day, not feeling M&Ms today. Let me get a Flamin' Hot Doritos, put it in my bag.
Bro, you're so fat, bro.
What about Meme God? Did you steal in front of Meme God?
So Meme God didn't really want to partake in anything. He's not a real, he wants to be a good person, except for the last day.
Wait, why is it the last day?
You transferred Meme God into a robber too.
No, he didn't rob anything. So this is what happened, okay? So my friends wanted to go to the mall. You know, when you're in high school, that's like the only place you know where to go. That's all you want to do. Let's go to the mall. Let's go shopping. We have no money. Doesn't matter. So I was telling Meme God, hey, let's just leave early. And he was like, no, I don't wanna. That's not good. And I was like, just leave early. It's not that big a deal. The friends came, right? Now we're trying to convince Meme God for like 2 hours. At this point, this is the longest I've worked all week. I did not want to do that. I was like, Meme God, I am either leaving with you or without you. So then we both put our sign-in sheets and we leave.
Oh my goodness.
Early? Like how early?
This is the thing. For the first 4 days, I would show up at 4:30, put my sign-in sheet, and leave at 5. So that way I can actually say I did the hours, whatever, right? This day, I showed up at 9, convinced Meme God to go, and I put in my sign-in sheet. The first thing I did when I got there, I said I worked the whole 5 hours. That's the first thing I did. Yeah, my intention was to get there at 9 and leave at 9:10.
Whoa.
With my whole sign-in sheet.
Oh my God.
I think you are him. You are that guy. You broke the system.
It spent so long to convince Meme God. Who walks through the door? Manager.
Hello.
Well, you're there. What's the problem? You're there.
Exactly. I'm there. And he's like, hey, I haven't seen you all week.
Ooh.
It's a little weird.
But I clocked in my hours though. Don't you see? So I must have been there.
And I'll be like, look, ask this guy. Ask Fat Meme God. I was here the whole time. And Meme God, like, yeah, he was here the whole time. W man, by the way. Down chick for me. He goes, and goes, opens his cinnamon bag, sniffs it, put it back in his pocket, and then he goes downstairs and I don't hear anything. Okay, cool. I'm in the clear. I'm cool.
No way.
Meme God, let's go. This is our chance. Let's just go.
And you dip and you leave?
We dip, we leave, we go to the mall, nothing happens. Now it's our last week of work. I go in on Monday, put in the sign-in sheet, boss is waiting for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
And he's like, we need to talk. The good thing is, because I would steal all this stuff and then put it in my bag at the front of the store, they have no record of me stealing.
Oh, because it's off camera.
Oh my goodness.
They do have, on the other hand, is a log of every time I came in the store and left the store. They saw 4:30 to 5.
Oh my God.
And they're like, can you explain this? And I'm like,
Ooh, there must be an error in their system or something. That's kind of weird.
I was just confused. Like, I was on my break. I went to go to McDonald's. I was trying to come with any excuse possible. He was not having it. Closed the door. And he was like, you will be nothing in life.
Dang.
Are a disgrace to your school and to everything that we stand for in this establishment. I will make sure that if you ever apply to a job within Walgreens, you will never see the light of day. You get out of my store.
So you generally got banned? Like,
I basically got banned from working at Walgreens. I was just like, I'm low-key getting off kind of easy. So I was like, you know what? You got it.
You just smiled at him and you were like, yep.
this is his reaction, not knowing that you just stole everything from him, allegedly.
At this point, I was like, you know what? Before he tries to dig further into all the food, let me just get away with what I can. You got it. I walk out, hands up, like I'm getting arrested. I walk out.
Dude, I don't know about you, bro. You're better than me. I would have snitched on everyone right then and there, bro.
It's okay, because I still got my PC that I worked for in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to subscribe, check out some merch store, and watch another video right over here.
Never get a job!